Well, here we go. We got a big giant dog in the front. We've got Bukkake, Chaco, Bradley Cooper, and the boys. We are going on a backpacking adventure. Hopefully we get some cool footage of some wild animals and enjoy some camping for the first time in a while. So enjoy, follow me. I'll post the videos when I get back. Time to unleash the beasts. Here we go. All right, fellas, let's go. Last time I had a bunch of people bitching about this, so I put some memory foam pillow on it, as you can see, so they don't hurt their little hooves. Bukkake, Taco. Come on, big guy. Here comes Bradley Cooper. And there's Kevin in the rear, bringing it up. Let's go have some fun, fellas. These little fellas think they're going to take the lead. Well, I'll let them go. Last time I had a lot of people bitching about, looks like they're carrying too much weight, even though they each had 15 pounds on them. This time I completely lined the inside of their packs with helium balloons, so they're actually carrying negative weight. So before you start bitching at me, keep that in mind. Sweet, some fresh elk tracks. I think we're gonna see some big bull elk this time. Hopefully I can get some pictures. The boys are spunky today. People think they don't like this. Look, they're actually leading the way and bouncing a little. They've got a little bounce in their step is what I was trying to say. Bradley Cooper, my smallest, he's actually my lead goat, the alpha. He will not let anybody take the lead. And you'll see in the later videos, he'll be right behind me and nobody can pass him. This big boy here, he takes up the rear and makes sure no one lollygags behind and we stay close to a group. That way no one can sneak in and pick off one of the rear. The weak ones are usually in the rear. He makes sure no predators are going to sneak in behind us. This is how it's supposed to work. Following a line, big guy in the back, they're still trying to jostle a bit. Sure, some beautiful scenery here. A couple beaver ponds, a freaking airplane flying over us. I just saw the beaver. No, it's just a damn duck. Now, if you remember, goats hate water, and so does the Great Pyrenees, so they're getting better. Usually they'll do anything to jump over the damn thing. Come on, big guy, let's cross this water. I'm not even sure I'm on the trail. I think that's it, but here's a freaking swamp now I've got to cross. He hates water. Come on, big guy. Smart dog. He's using the beaver dam to cross. He really hates water. He's just walking on the beaver dam. What a good boy. I'm really hoping to find my first wolf. Tons of elk have been up here, and the wolves will follow the elk, so it'd be pretty sweet if I could finally see a wolf. There's a couple deer right there. Little tiny bucks. Well, I determined that was actually a game trail we were on, which I had a feeling. So now we're cross-countrying it to where I can see another little trail on the map. So hopefully we come back someday and don't get lost out here and have to eat bukkake. The elk have definitely been in here. I haven't seen one yet, but I can almost guarantee you'll see one on this trip. Can't tell you how much I enjoy this. I just come out by myself. I've always been a loner. These guys entertain me, and I just come back. I'm gonna hopefully find a kick-ass camp spot and enjoy some ice-cold Coors Weissers. I'm willing to bet there's never been a packgoat back here. I'm nowhere near a trail. This is a true adventure. Now again, for all the Karens, these packs are extremely light. Those are just really bulky stuff like sleeping bags, stuff that is just bulky, most of this. Their average pack total per side is 7 pounds each, 7 to 8 pounds each. So 15, 16 pounds of goat. We're taking a piss, Bukkake. These guys can easily carry 50, but we're still out of shape. And by the end of backpacking season, I'll put 40 on them. I don't like to really load them down, but I like to keep them in shape, especially for hunting season. And yes, I'm carrying a backpack too with about 25 pounds, so I've got way more than these guys. And that's just a BB gun, so don't get your panties in the wad, you big hippies. I don't carry real guns because those are dangerous and they kill things. I don't do it, they do. I don't know if you can see that, but it's wet right there. I'm right behind some elk. Hopefully we'll get to see some soon. Now when you're backpacking and bushwhacking, you've kind of got to keep your eye out for potential camp spots, especially in these Rockies where it's just steep as shit everywhere you go. You don't want to get too far back in there and then not have a camp spot. So I like to keep track, and if I know I've got a couple hours left to light, I'll find something good enough. Set up camp there. Check this out. That is an old rake. When elk shed their velvet from their antlers, they'll scratch the shit out of their antlers on a tree like this to peel it off. And it just makes a mark looking like this, just destroys a tree. That's pretty cool. And if you look over here, you'll see a pine tree. Now, how I know that's a pine tree is because of the way that it is. Now, if you look right here, you'll see a pine cone. The earlier settlers actually thought these were tree poop. And for a long time, pine cones were considered tree poop. But it was later proven wrong in 1967 by Dr. Robert Guggenheim that it was not tree poop. Here's Kevin imitating an elk. See, that's why that tree got its ass kicked. There's two elk right there. I don't know if you can see them. Right between those gap in the trees right there. Fortunately, I don't have my spotting scope out yet, but I told you we'd see some. Man, this is why I love goats. These things are so sure-footed. Just walking up a rocky, cliffy area. Okay, Bukaki, mush. I really hate it when they're ahead of me. They like to stop. I don't know if you can see that tan spot, but that is an elk bedded down right there. Has no idea we're even here. Right under those trees. You can see it clear as day now. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Those are pronghorn antelope, clear up here in the fucking mountains. Good God, there's just animals everywhere out here. I freaking love California. I mean, we're just like right here. These guys don't give one shit about us right here. They know that they can be gone in a bolt of lightning, faster than a bolt of lightning, and they're watching us mosey down this hill. I just recently came to know that the pronghorn antelope is the second fastest antelope any animal in the entire world, not just the United States. They're the fastest animal here, second behind the cheetah in the world. Oh, they're getting a little nervous now. Well, I'm not going to scare them, so we're just going to walk off. Oh shit, there they go. This looks pretty flat. It may be camp tonight. I'm going to go walk up there and see if there's anything else. I'm still 1.5 miles from the trail. I don't know where I want to go. I've got plenty of daylight left, still 4 hours, but man, I'm about ready for the beer. So I'm going to just go up that hill and see what it looks like. They've really been in here. Here's a bed. It's nice and flat. Pretty much sure I'm going to camp here tonight. Okay, this is the spot. Got a beautiful view up on the top where I can see a bear or a lion or a wolf come in. And here he comes. The dumbass took off. Boy, you just can never get away from where fucking humans have been. They're always pig bastards. I don't know why they always have to do this shit. It's like straight off. Come on, get down. They always have to go right to the edge of a cliff. Bradley. Come on, Bukaki. I don't want to lose you. You're everybody's favorite. It started to rain, and goats hate water, and I didn't happen to bring any rain gear. Luckily, I had this jacket and all my crap. Getting ready to set up camp. I like to sit down and have a beer and think about it before I do. The nice thing about having the goats and a cooler is I can pack bottles. I only bring a couple, most cans, but man, there's nothing better than beer out of a bottle. Kevin, don't knock over the camera. This is the best. Hi, buddy. He's a big guy. Do you like this camping stuff? We just hiked our butts off, didn't we? We're in the middle of nowhere. Not even any trail anywhere near. Check it out. Yeah, big guy. These fuckers have no manners. Just minding my own business, watching a beautiful view, and he's pissing in earshot. What an a-hole. There's 6 more elk right there, but me being the jackass that I am, I forgot the adapter for my tripod for the spotting scope, so I doubt you're going to be able to see them. You might be able to see the one right there. Oh god, look how wrinkly my finger looks. Gross. Doesn't really look that bad. It's all zoomed in. Any hooters. Over there, there's an elk. There's a couple more right there. There's another elk right there. I'm holding my camera up to my binoculars. They're all over that hillside. These assholes have the whole mountain to run around, and they're literally right next to me when I'm trying to glass. They're beating the shit out of each other, knocking each other into me. Really starting to piss me off, fellas. Well, that's Bradley Cooper. He's the biggest asshole out of all of them, but he's also my best goat. He is never farther than 5 or 6 feet from me. He's a pretty good boy. He's just into everything. Drives me crazy. I've had a couple people ask me what I do with them at night. Well, here's what I do. It's called a low line. They each have their own spot. They got plenty of room to crawl around and eat. And usually I let them loose and just eat as much as they want. But at night, I don't want these guys running off. They did do that once, so I leave them tied up, and they usually stay here. Well, they have to stay here because they're right there. And my tent's right here. I have a big flashlight and a way to protect them if anything comes out. Plus I have the big honker right there. Boy, there's just almost not enough room in this tent for a couple of big boys. We're a couple of plus-size gals, aren't we, buddy? All right, good night. If you hear anything out there, let me know and I'll shoot it in the ass.